What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Mods 8 Hardcore Minecraft video. My name is JawshyGG, and guess what? Boom, 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 boom. We have completed Creative Essence. And we got an Ancient Tome. What is this Ancient Tome going to have for us? +1 sharpness, which... cool. Which would add... make us sharpness 7. Very nice, very nice. Let us go back here. Let's see here. Pedestal, display only. So we're going to plop this pedestal right... ooh, that's exciting. All right, so we'll just throw that sword on there for a placeholder because, wowza, we are really flipping close now, guys. Oh my goodness gracious. So now we can actually focus on the other stuff. Where's my creative essence? Right there. Boom. That is so awesome. All right, we'll go back down to mystical agriculture. We'll grab this. We'll grab these right here. See what we got. 3 insanium apples. Ooh, that is, wow, that's hefty. And then some fertilizer. We'll throw this in here with that stuff. And next up, we are going to start looking at the insanium coal block, which, okay. Thank you. Insanium coal block, again, is for our Philosopher's Fuel, which is the second to last piece that we need. We already have everything else except for the antimatter, which the antimatter is coming one of these days. To make that, though, if we go back to our insanium, we don't have anything in there, but we should have one right there. Can we turn? We cannot turn that back into whatever that was. It's kind of sad. We do have a single piece of premium coal, though. And this requires 9 pieces of insanium coal to make a single coal block. And each of these requires 2. So we need 18 more insanium essence to make that. Once we finish up with the insanium essence on this aspect, what we'll start doing is we will start building up our, basically building up our inferium essence so that we can make more diamond and emerald seeds so we can get these 2 done. And as well, we also can make one of these right here, which requires 1 insanium essence and a piece of dirt to make the insanium farmland, which we will need to make to be able to make our nether star seeds. But then we'll need 4 of these. So we'll need a total of 23 insanium essence to be able to kind of work towards the, not mass production, but, you know, and then we'll start working towards getting some diamond, some more diamond and emerald seeds. To kind of put this in perspective, we just need 4 supremium essence and 4 diamonds. While we're at it, though, let's go ahead and make some more prosperity seeds. So we'll need, well, that's pretty simple. So we'll just make a stack of 64 of those because prosperity shards aren't necessarily a requirement for this stuff. So we'll kind of see what we can do and where we're at with it as we move forward. But with that being said, let's take a look at how much diamond essence we have. We have 443, which means we can make a total of 49. And to make the, I think it's just a 4-time block, we will need 11,718 more diamonds. Emeralds are kind of in the same boat. We have 497 of those. If we do this right here, do this, we can do that. We make a total of 55 of those. To make the 5 times block, we'll need a total of 512,000 emeralds. Oh my goodness. So that is absolutely going to take a lot of time for us to make that stuff, to finalize that. But there is something else we can do in the, basically just as a means to make ends. Since we have our lucky scarf and everything like that, we can pretty much just go around now and find where the emeralds and everything is, because you can see right here I don't have any emeralds in here. I do have some diamonds and I do have emerald ore, but we're going to throw the diamonds in there. And now I don't have any emeralds. This block right here gave us 5 emeralds, so 1 block gave us 5 emeralds, and we can pretty much just get to the point to where we're just mining for emeralds and diamond at this point. That one gave me 13 ore, 13 emeralds. So let's drop down a little bit, about right there, to this one right here, and then we'll start kind of like mining around for some diamonds and emeralds. Again, just the resource collection aspect of things, obviously a little annoying, This is kind of where the, in all honesty, this is kind of where the, what's it called, would probably come into play, the ore generation stuff. But I think I actually have that disabled. If I don't have it disabled, then I need to just, I think there's some other thing, like we'll have to make some, I don't know, readjust some stuff around to be able to make that. That was appetite. I didn't need that. Anyway, that's prosperity shards, which not necessarily needed, but not necessarily not needed. So let's head over here. This one right here. If we go, I just realized that right there actually did that not do the full thing? Because if that's the case, then we can. What is this up here? We have absorption 2, speed, strength 2. Why do I have all these status effects? Let's break this down, and then we'll go over here. So it actually did, for the most part, do everything it was supposed to. So that's good. That's good. So now let's go over here. We'll still collect the Inferium essence that we see, but we're going to start going in this way, and we'll just collect what we can. So yeah, pretty much to kind of continue the conversations that we've been having, kind of figure out what other mod packs we can do once we inevitably finish this one. Because I mean, we're getting pretty close. We're getting a lot closer to finishing this one than I anticipated as. I thought it would be like closer to episode 300 before we even finish this. Really, all we're waiting on is our antimatter, which antimatter pellets could absolutely be the death of me when it comes to resource collection. And what I should do while we wait for all of that to kind of finish up. I honestly, the thing that I could probably start doing is building bases, making everything look pretty, just doing different things to kind of get away from just the monotonous of this, like resource collecting constantly. Most dimensional shards didn't necessarily need those, but it's okay. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? I'm so out of it right now. I don't know what I'm wanting to talk about at this point, because I'm genuinely, I was honestly more excited at the fact that we've been able to get as far as we have in the past few episodes, just because I, actually looked at things from a different perspective and was able to realize, oh, hey, oh, that's what I'm getting this wrong. I ate the Insanium. Insanium apple. Whoops. Probably shouldn't have thrown those in there, or at least all 3 of them in there. I just wanted that for the foodless size, because if you look, we are 11 away from getting more hearts, which at this point doesn't really matter. Regardless, there's not really much for us to do anymore. Like, honestly, like we're kind of at a standstill with everything, and except for just resource collecting and waiting for antimatter pellets to be finished. I definitely want to figure out a good solution for how to make that quicker. So if you guys have any ideas, suggestions, let me know. I'm genuinely curious about what I could do to speed up the process of my antimatter creation, because that is taking way too long. It's going to be a pain if I have to wait as long as I have for that singular one to finish. Because really, like, it's not necessarily the power in and of itself, because it kind of is. Really, it's like, at this point, I probably could just focus the entirety of my power onto that, but I don't know if it's just the power, because if we actually go back and look, you'll notice that I don't have that much polonium. Do I have to, make the reactor bigger? Do I have to make it run better? Do I have to do, what do I have to do to get it to work properly, to actually let me, like, create this essence quicker? Or not this essence, but create these pellets quicker, because I mean, it's the fact that it's taking as long as it is kind of mind-boggling. I didn't think they would make it so it's like, oh, well, I mean, 1 MB per 1,000 MBs of gas. It's like, come on, guys. Don't do this to me. Cut me some slack, please. I need as much help as I can get. Anyway, it's all good though. I'm not too worried about it. I mean, we'll get there eventually. When we do, it'll be a glorious moment. Because really, like, if you've noticed, honestly, the antimatter is legitimately the very last thing we are waiting for at this point. Like, I have everything else ready. I just need all of the antimatter to be able to finish the creation process or building all the items and all that stuff. So, kind of crazy that we're this close to building the ATM star. And I mean very close to building the ATM star. Let's get some more prosperity shards, just because why not? I haven't really seen too many diamonds. Kind of disappointing. Come on. I've seen a bunch of emeralds. And I mean a bunch of emeralds. I don't really have that many. I actually have just as many diamonds as I do. But I do have a lot of emerald and diamond ores. Let's go ahead and grab those out. Let's just throw those in here. Let's look at our inferior mess and see how many we have. 4.2k. Let's create some more of these. But yeah, I actually want to go and look to see how my antimatter's doing. Now that I've kind of freed up a little bit of this energy, or the energy that's going towards it. I don't know. I'm just very kind of hesitant on it because it's weird. Coal, so that's going to be 2 pieces of coal. So let's, where are you at? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We'll do insanium and then drop these in there. Cool. Okay. So now we'll go home. Cool. I'm running a lot faster. Whee! I don't know why I came this way. It is daytime, so we're up to 631. Really not as much as I was hoping for. God, I really cannot wait. I need to buy a new Bluetooth adapter for my computer to be able to use my new headset, because these headphones they're not cutting it. Are you serious? It's made 4 alloy in that short period of time. That is crazy. What is my fuel in here? Like 1 million. I wonder if I can increase the burn rate a little bit to maybe 10. As long as this stuff has uranium, and as long as this right here has fluorite, and this right here has, this one's out of sulfur. Let's do sulfur blocks. I just need to make sure that these are keeping, that I'm keeping sulfur kind of popping through this, because I need all this to work smoothly. Yeah, let's see. Oh, that's looking good. Now, obviously, this really isn't a problem because I have 172,000 in there, and this is going to start backing up because it's nighttime. But I have 172,000 in here. I have 2,000 in here. It's just the speed at which this is moving is ridiculously slow. Now I'm curious if I do this, well, that does speed it up quite significantly. So let's try it on both sides here. It does speed it up significantly, but this is going to also cause this to start draining a lot quicker. So, but this should start filling up a little bit quicker as well. And what I'll do here is, well, what I am doing here, and I think this is actually probably the smartest idea I can have, is I will grab basically whatever I can steam-wise into here, and then I wonder if I stop this right here, if this will go. Oh, that is going a lot faster. That is going a lot faster. Well, maybe it's not, and I'm just. So steam is steady. Steam is steady. That should help also keep the water good. This right here, I just want to make sure that this is doing what it's supposed to be doing, going as quickly as it can. We're up to 638, which means we're almost to a singular pellet. You can see it's processing 0.003 MB per tick, which is not enough. I don't know how to speed that process up other than. I mean, this in and of itself is 28.28 GFE. Output is 819,000 FE per tick. Outputting, it's receiving less than it's outputting, which is fine. Because at the end of the day, what I'm going to end up doing is once I get my first antimatter pellet, what I'll do is I'll turn these back to fission. The fission one is this one right here. And what this is doing is this should, in retrospect, keep pulling energy from here. And the plan is once I get my first antimatter pellet, that'll help out. We'll be able to do our first little segment, but I need to get that quickly. And then I'll let this build back up in power as much as I can, and then allow this to start kind of doing its thing. I just have to continuously monitor the fuel and coolant levels because, well, I mean, I do not want a catastrophic event end up causing me to have to start all over. So let's go ahead and make some more inferium. Let's go ahead and see how much more of these we can make. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do. So I can make 2 more insanium, which means another insanium coal. Could you? Coal. Okay. So now we're only 6 away from being able to make our singular block we need. But pretty much I just have to kind of keep an eye on this right here. Once I slow this down a little bit, it should help out. But I don't know if we're going to get up to 1,000 MB of that in pretty much any time soon. Seems like it's steady. This stuff is steady. This is still at 27. Another thing I could do, but I do need the alloys to be built. I mean, I want the alloys to finish, but as soon as these alloys finish, I feel like this is going to start pulling more power, because what you're seeing is kind of a combination between the two. You have alloys being built, and then you have that doing its thing. So these are obviously pulling from multiple directions, but this is also significantly faster as well, just because of the fact that this isn't pulling directly. I mean, this is pulling directly from this right here, but it seems like it's decently charged. Like if you look, that's not pulling from this anymore, and this is going up a lot faster. It's going up 100,000 per tick, it seems. So that's pretty good. So we should be able to kind of get closer to the time frame of being able to build the rest of our alloy blocks. But kind of the combination of doing both this and the alloy blocks at the same time are going to be a little annoying, but I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. This is up to 653, so I think we will just continue kind of monitoring this and monitoring our other solutions over here. This right here is at 26, just below 26 and a half. This is still full on both of those. This is still at 3.085, or is that 58? 3.085, yeah. That's still full. Yeah, I like this. I do like this, though. I do like the induction matrix because, I mean, that's pretty crazy. Because in reality, I could have that turned off, my alloys turned off, and the only thing is this is pushing power to directly is my induction matrix, and that would, or yeah, my induction matrix, and that would be incredible because then if I can fill this bad boy up all the way to 1.6 T FE, that would be able to provide a significant amount of power to all of our machines. And then if I, of course, increase the capacity of those that are inside of it, that would help out as well. Of course, there's just a lot of things that we have to kind of keep in mind. I do need to continue sulfur collection because while we do have a lot of sulfur and a decent amount of uranium, I still feel like there is more I need to do here. Let's make some more of these. And then have those thrown in there. Yeah, cool. Cool, okay. And another big piece is once the sun comes up, this will start rising again. Because right now, it's just filling this right here up. We're up to almost 100,000 MB of nuclear waste because this is full. This is going to continue pushing it through here. And this seems like it's going to be pretty steady until next couple of days. But yeah, that's pretty exciting. I think I'm finally starting to get the hang of this. It's still going to take forever and a year for us to be able to build our all the stuff we need, because we need a total of how much antimatter did it say we needed? 24. We need 26 antimatter and 24 of them just to make the antimatter crystals. But I also noticed there are a couple of different types of antimatter. Like if we go back in the Philosopher's Stone here, there's only this antimatter pellet, which is what we're making right now. But then if you go into the Nexium, the Nexium emitter, you have this antimatter, which I'm not sure how to make. And can I make the HV solar panels already? I thought I already made 6 of those. We're not missing as much as I thought we would be. Okay. I'll have to take a look and get some of that, some more of the materials for that. But let's see. We're up to 665. Pretty solid. I might let that run for a bit tonight. Kind of AFK it for a while. Let this kind of do its thing. I need to figure out a good method of increasing the input of this, particularly because if I can match the input and output, I mean, granted, we're outputting 819,000 per tick, which I think is insane. We're up to 8 of these. We're almost, 9 should almost be done by, almost halfway done by now, if I think about it. Like, should have another all-the-modium, unobtainium block pretty soon. But yeah, I mean, I just think it's crazy. Now, we've come a long way being able to build out what we've got so far, and yeah, this is at 70% already, or 60% already. That's crazy. But yeah, so what I'm likely going to end up doing is over here, I'm probably going to move the current stuff I have, the current base I have, like right here, and then I'm likely going to go through and add more trees around it, expand the farm out significantly, because right now it's just wheat on one side, and I might put carrots on the other, and then build multiple of them. Because I left 6 spots right here, So I could technically, if I really wanted to be difficult, I could do sugarcane all the way down. So I'd do water, sugarcane, water, sugarcane, water, sugarcane. Or no. Yeah, water, sugarcane, sugarcane, water, sugarcane, and then leave this spot right here open. Basically what I'm saying is I'm going to expand this out, make more sugarcane for biofuel setup, which we don't really need biofuel, but I mean, it doesn't hurt to have. Set up more little sections, like basically move our base right here and start building kind of like a little village of sorts. I'd like to be able to build it, like make this like really nice right here. I know it's right next to this gigantic quarry that I built. But I mean, I kind of want to keep this little area because I feel like this right here is the central hub. I could do quite a bit with this, and you know, we could make it work. What is all this stuff? I actually do not remember what this stuff is. Air seeds, water seeds, obsidian, coal, not obsidian. That's coal. Fire. I don't remember planning any of this stuff. Yeah. What's this at? Oh, it's already done with that one. Oh my goodness. We're now up to another unobtainium allthemodium block. That is crazy. Wowza, guys. Y'all are insane. I didn't expect to get this far this quickly. This is why I need to listen to you guys more, honestly. But yeah. Everything's fine. We'll continue kind of making waves, making movements. We'll get to where we got to get to. I'm not too worried about it at this point. I mean, for a while I was worried it was going to be like I was doing this constantly and kind of I was doing this so much that I just got to it just got kind of old. It would get kind of old for you guys. I think we're at 4, so we just need 5 more. That's not bad. I didn't want it to get like old and kind of monotonous for you guys, so definitely excited to see where we can take the all of this. We're at 681, so we're almost to 700, which means we're almost 300 away. This is still at 139,000. This is still at 23.3. This is still good. This is still hovering at 3.085. This is still full and full. Come back over here, make sure all of these still have resources passing through them. Yellow cake, that's still passing that stuff. That's still pulling fluorite, which we seem to have a lot of that. This is still pushing our, sodium chloride, which I don't, yeah, we do need this stuff because this stuff, right, this is our water vapor, which is pushing it into here, connecting it with our sulfur dioxide to make our sulfur trioxide. Which our sulfuric acid, making our sulfuric trioxide comes in here, makes our sulfuric acid right here. This builds up right here, pushes it into our chemical dissolution chamber with our fluorite to make whatever in the mess this stuff is. The hydrofluoric acid, which goes into here with uranium oxide, which is where the yellow chemical cakes come into play. Uranium oxide. So we definitely need to make sure we're keeping a heavy hand of uranium. So let's go ahead and go back home and grab as much uranium as we can. This stuff right here necessarily is not important at this point because I think I have a couple stacks in here. Let's go back to our power generation one right here, and I think we have a lot of uranium in here. No, we do not. We're completely out of uranium in here. Which is fine because we don't necessarily need it. This is for the wireless charging, which we can actually move here soon. I'm trying to remember where the other uranium would be at. Not the mob farm, not there, not the ore factory, not elemental craft, not the productive bee. So I think that's pretty much all of the uranium we have left, which means we probably should start the path of getting more uranium, which won't be too difficult because I do have a bunch of uranium seeds here. Let's go ahead and start that, and then in the next video we will also continue that. I don't think we have any uranium in here. We do not. Head over to fission. That is fine. I think this is connected to the network so that if uranium passes through it, it gets sent directly to, it does not. Okay, so uranium actually does not go into there. So as far as yeah, uranium ingots right here doesn't actually go into this. We could probably start moving all that stuff from the other base over, but I'm not too worried about it right now. We're looking pretty good on fissile fuel. We have 1.5 million. So if we do get to a point to where we are kind of running really low on that, we can do what we gotta. But what I'm probably gonna do is make another one of these little farms and set up a uranium section specifically so that I can start grabbing more and more uranium. I want all these inferium still here, and I think I probably should keep as much inferium over here. I want the fluix crystals. Let's do this right here. Plop down 3 uranium seeds. Actually, no, I need the fluix seeds down. And I think I should have some more. How much fluix do I have? 1.9k. Certus, we only have 279, so we definitely need to plop more of these down. Let's plop you right there, 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 plop you right there. Okay. We need as much of that stuff as we can get to, because fluix and Certus are going to be really critical for our AE2 storage components. Let's go take a look over here. 298. So we're almost to 700. Once we hit 700, we will. Almost there. So close. 700. Woo! Pretty much we're 300 MB away from our first antimatter pellet, which is really exciting. This is down to 21. This is still steady at 3.085. This right here is kind of doing its own thing, still fully charged. But I do want to point out kind of with this aspect, what I'll end up doing is probably after I get my first antimatter pellet, we should still have, I think, one more unobtainium block being built, or one obtainium ingot being built. If I'm not mistaken, I think I did 10 and I had two, I think. I don't remember. I can look in here though and check. Yeah, so we still have one more being built, or no, we have a couple more being built. So that's good. We have a bunch of wither predictions here ready for us, which means we can plop these in here. We definitely need a ridiculous amount of wither stars, but I think that'll do it. We're gonna finish off this one strong. We're making great progress towards our end goal of making a singular antimatter pellet out of the 26 that we need. So once we make the singular one, we should be in the right train of mind. I think once we make the singular one, all of these should start coming unlocked. I'll probably figure out a way to make this antimatter the full antimatter, because I don't actually know what I'm doing when it comes to creating just a singular antimatter. Well, this. So we'll kind of see what happens here. I wonder if it's because this is FTB industrial contraptions and this is mechanism. So I'm curious if it's just if it's just one or the other, if they're basically the same thing. I have no idea. This is basically saying, hey, you'll need a bunch of antimatter for the antimatter crystal. We'll see how it goes. So with that being said, thank you guys so very much for watching. My name is JawshyGG. Remember to hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed the video. If you didn't enjoy the video, leave a comment down below. Let me know what I could do better for you guys. Also, to add on to that, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you have not already, as a free way to support the channel and a free way to support the community and help the community continue on our growth path to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. If you remember, we are still doing that donation of up to $1,000 depending on the subscriber count by December 31st. And the charity organization is one that you guys as a community will choose. So also be sure to join the Discord server. It's a pretty fun place. We have a good group of people in there, a lot of a lot of interesting individuals who play Minecraft as well as a variety of other games. So if you ever have a question about a different game, we probably have somebody in there that plays it. So with that being said, thank you guys so very much for watching. My name is JawshyGG, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.